Melody.
E.
Melody, you were very close to Tashira as you were walking along, watching her ruby scales kind of glint in the fog. And with barely a misstep, suddenly you're walking alone. For a moment, you're frightened. But you remember what Tashira said. It would pass quickly. And your mother has already gone on ahead, so clearly things are okay. So you keep walking. And it is about, 10 minutes of walking before you come across someone. They are resting very comfortably. They are sitting with their legs crossed and they have their eyes closed as they just seem to be enjoying the serenity of the Geistmoor. But you do recognize Onreido Tsuki the moment you see her. That said, while you do recognize her, she does look different. Younger. A lot younger. When you last saw her, she looked like she must have been in her 90s. This woman, though she wears the same robes, filling them out better, is probably in her mid to late 40s. But you know it's her the moment you see her.
Did she look like when she brought the cave ceiling down? Does she look more like that version of her? Like her burning through her life force to
Yeah,
basically like
no. She looks very serene right now.
No. I mean like in terms of like physical appearance.
No, she looks like she's probably like 47. She looks young compared to how you saw her last. Her eyes open as soon as you speak. A small smile graces her lips.
Onreido?
Ah. Melody of the Ivory. It's good to see you again. I must say it is much nicer this time. My eyes actually work and I can see again. You are lovely.
How have you?
How have I been? She smiles. Quite the thing asking a ghost how they've been. Dead. But, well, everything is quiet. Everything is peaceful here. The never-ending responsibility, the never-ending weight, it has finally let go. It is nice.
Good. I'm sorry. I have to keep going, but would you be able to walk with me?
You see her You see her rise up from her spot and make her way over to you. Gone is the hobbled old woman who could barely move until those final moments. She walks gracefully and elegantly, a true elven noblewoman, as she makes her way along. As you take in her features, now it is plain to see how much both Yuki and Martine take after her. She is beautiful. But she walks alongside you. It is comforting, is it not, to know that no matter what it is that we do with our lives, this is where we end up. That we all pass through here en route to our next life. No matter what imbalances or injustices we faced, here we are all equal.
A little bit, but also kind of sad because, well, it's kind of like a last stop before you have to say goodbye forever to everyone and everything you've known.
It is true, from a certain perspective, I suppose. And yet you're not saying goodbye. You're saying, I'll see you soon. You will enter through the great cycle and be reborn again into this beautiful world. As someone else, yes. A whole new life. And yet, still you will be.
I guess so. I mean, if you get reborn as someone else, you get to experience the beauty of the world all over again.
You get to have your first love again. Find your favorite food again, your favorite song again. You get to find your passion and pursue it once again. You get to live your life again in new and exciting ways that you could never have imagined the first time around. If there is a more beautiful gift in this world, I do not know it.
You get to heal again.
You do, if that is your choice.
They miss you a lot, you know.
Have they found one another? Good. She smiles genuinely at that. It does my heart well to know they are together. My son. My son grieved when his husband died. The pain was so visceral in his heart that he could not bring himself to face family or friends or anyone that he cared about anymore. He decided he would rather not have than to lose. She smiles kind of knowingly. And it does this soul well to know that some people in his life have convinced him otherwise now.
I've learned that dwarves are kind of persistent that way.
Young elven girls,
stubborn.
too.
And she kind of like tilts her head at that.
Yuki.
See, that's a love I can understand.
Of course. The love between a sibling or a mother and its child.
Family.
Family. Familial love is a beautiful thing, and I would know. I was the Onreido of it. But there is a special kind of beauty in the love you find for people outside your family. We do not choose who our family is, Melody. But the person that you choose to call your beloved, that is someone that you have looked at. You have weighed and measured their soul. You have seen them for who they truly are, and decided that they too are worth loving in the same way you would anyone else. And that is beautiful too.
And Melody just kind of like has a kind of sad smile at that.
Well, from how you describe it, from what I've seen with Aldana and Rialta, um, it does sound like a beautiful thing. I mean, there's a lot of songs about it.
Yes.
I hope one day I get to write my own song like that.
I suspect you will. You know, the funny thing about love is so many people experience it so differently. For some, they fall in love at first sight. You lay eyes on someone, and it's as though you can see clear through them. You can see into their heart the moment you look at them, and you know, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that they are the one. You love them wholly and completely, knowing nothing more about them than what you see. And for others, it takes time. For others, it is not what you see that matters, but it is how they react, how they treat you, what they say to you, and whether you can feel safe opening up to them and truly being yourself around them. That counts for love. And neither is any more valid than the other. Melody, you are a kind and gentle soul, and you will not feel love until you get to share that with someone truly. But I believe that when you do, you will love more than any who have ever walked this world before.
I get the feeling that the way you speak of this kind of love is different from the love I feel for the Whispers. Because I love them.
Oh, yes. Your comrades, your companions. You love them. You would lay your life down for them, just as they would for you.
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful too. Do you know what love actually is, Melody?
From how I've been thinking about it, it's experiencing the giving as much as the taking.
Yes.
You give much of yourself to someone as you take in who they are. And yeah.
Love is partnership. Love is simply what it is when you and someone else, or many someone else's, are greater than the sum of your parts. Whether that's your family, whether that's your friends, or whether that is the person you have chosen to call your soulmate. Love is merely a way of saying that you care about the two of you, or the three of you, or the 10 of you, more than you care about the one of you. That is all it is.
Well, if what you say is true, then I have a lot of love to give. I love the world.
She nods. Yes, you do.
And, well, I don't care how many times I have to pass through this place for me to see that big dream of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But one day I hope this world can really know peace and healing. It's It's been hurt a lot
It has.
in tiny ways and in very, very big ways. But there's a lot of beauty and love it's got left to give, and
Mm.
well, if I can help show people that, hey, the world's still beautiful. It's just hurting a lot, and well, it can't heal by itself. You gotta help it along.
Mm.
And I think I'll be okay with that.
Change is a fascinating thing. It can be a slow process, one that is twisting and winding, and at times you don't even see it happening. And the downside to this is that it takes a very long time, but it's relatively painless. And change can be a fast, abrupt, chaotic thing. And often it hurts. Often people suffer for it. But the beautiful thing about mortals is we have the opportunity to make that change something for the better. I stayed on this plane to be with my child, but doing so allowed me to help all of you. And I wouldn't change anything about my choices. Whispers in silence.
I have to go soon,
You do.
and but before I do, the next time I get to talk with Sunvale and Yuki, I don't think I get to call him Martini yet. But did you want me to pass on anything for you to them?
She smiles at that. What a kind heart you have. Yes. I have a message I would like you to give them. And I will give that to you privately in between sessions.
Okay.
And so, as with all the others, you continue on into the dense miasma of fog. And all at once, the four of you, or the five of you, because Varys also did so, the six of you, I should say, emerge